Hello, welcome back to the Antisocial Club. I'm Diamond Alexis. Today I'm going to be showing y'all my hair routine. I have these braids. I've had these braids in for 2 months now. It's time to take them out. I'm only going to take them out, leave my hair out for a little while, and then probably get some more braids, because if I don't get more braids, I'm gonna be more tempted to cut my hair off. And I promised people I would keep my hair long until at least next summer. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna dye it. I'm gonna dye it black because I did like a skunk stripe in the front. It's not really a skunk stripe because usually those go like this, but I dyed the front of my hair like right here. I did it like a honey blonde, and I kind of don't want it like that anymore, especially because it's gonna just keep growing out and it's not gonna look right. So I'm just gonna dye my hair black, that way it can all be one color. And yeah, so y'all gonna watch me do that. I'm gonna wash it, deep condition it, all that fun stuff. It's gonna be a great time. Yeah, I'm just gonna get started. I'm gonna start cutting my hair off and taking my braids down.
Yeah, I just wanna feel you, feel you. I want you around, around. I want you then dip me underway. Feel my mind for flow. Hold me till I scream for air to breathe, and wash me over until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby.
Isn't that cutie? Oh my days. Wow, crazy.
Trying to climb, I'm not counting. I wanna play in your deep end, deep end, deep.
So right here, I washed it out. I'm just detangling it with this comb. I have conditioner on my hair. I believe it's the conditioner that came with the dye. I finger detangled it while I was putting the conditioner on, and then I used this comb since it's white tooth, and I detangle it with that just to make sure I get all the tangles out. And then as you can see, I go through and detangle it with my fingers again. So I rinsed the conditioner out, and now I'm gonna moisturize it. I'm gonna go in with the Taliah Wajid curl definer. I don't know if it's a pomade or just like a simple moisturizer or what it would be considered, but I'm gonna go in with that and put that all through my hair, and then I'm gonna go through and section it off, just random, take little random sections, and then actually like make sure I coat every strand of hair. That way my curls can be more defined. I like this moisturizer because I don't have to use gel with it when I go through and coat all of my curls. I can just use the moisturizer. My afro does turn out better when I don't have on nails, like when I don't have my nails done. But it still turns out good, so So now that I've finished coating the moisturizer on all my hair, one thing I would highly recommend is using a steamer and like steaming your hair. I usually do. I don't know why I forgot to do it this time. To me, it just makes the curls more defined and it helps the hair be more moisturized. It like, I don't know, it helps the hair soak up the moisturizer whenever I use the steamer. And my hair usually is like even more curlier. It didn't turn out bad, but if you have a steamer, I would highly recommend it. It does so good and it makes it look so good. But right here, that's me just coating some of the hair, kind of fluffing it out a little bit. This is with it dry. I would say about 95% dry.
It was mostly my roots that were still wet. So I was going in trying to dry my roots that I felt were still wet while also trying to stretch it at the same time. These rubber bands I put on my hair to stretch it some more because shrinkage. I put them on there sloppily because I don't like having like the crisp lines. You know, you see people like actually part their hair and it has those crisp lines of like you can tell where they parted. I don't like that. So I do it very sloppily. Which I mean, to me it still works out, but you know, do what you want to do. If you want to part it good, then part it good. If you don't, you know, I guess you just do like I do. I usually know where I'm gonna put the rubber bands. I put them in the same spots every time. So I just put the rubber bands, and then you're gonna see me grab the blow dryer, and I'm gonna blow dry the roots again, and I'm gonna pull it to stretch it out. And that usually works. It usually works really good. I started doing that since my hair got longer. Because since I've had short hair for so long, I had short hair for 5 years. I kind of forgot how to do my hair. Well, I didn't forget. I didn't do my hair when it was long before I cut it. My mom did. But there's so many new techniques and different ways to do hair now that weren't around when my hair was long. And so I've just been trying to experiment with how to do stuff. So as you can see, it helps stretch it. It's not shrinking back into the small little afro. So after it's dry and I let it stretch out enough, I'm gonna go through and pick it, and I'm gonna get rid of all the gaps in between my afro. And this is where I start to style it and actually put it in a what am I trying to say? Not a design. Trying to form it basically to make it look the way I want it to look. So like, you'll see. So I'm gonna go in with my Eco Styler gel, and I'm gonna do my edges. My favorite part, I knew you wouldn't be able to see them that much, but I just hate when they just don't look done. So I did them. I always tell people the secret to doing swoops in your baby hair, for me at least, is using a eyebrow spoolie. I don't know, it's just something about an eyebrow spoolie. It just works so well. Like, toothbrush just don't be doing it for me. Some people can do it with a toothbrush, but I can't. I have to use the eyebrow spoolie or like the pointy end of a rat tail comb sometimes. But even that, none of them are as good as using the eyebrow spoolie. The eyebrow spoolie just gets the job done every time.
Where'd you go? Oh, you know how I've been living without you. Daydreaming on a cloud with you like horizon. With you tonight is on an island. Yeah. It's about time for waking up. Found you wasn't with me waking up. Now you for said I didn't miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. Oh, just to know you.
So this is the finished product. I absolutely love it. Of course I'm gonna go in and pick it some more because I just love a good big fro. I just love a big fro. So I just go in, pick it, Plus, I like the top of my fro to be bigger than the back. For some reason, the back of my fro is always wants to be bigger, but I don't like that. So I try to make the top bigger than the back. Here I'm just gonna go in and add some swoops because who am I without my swoops? I just love my little swooped baby hairs. So I'm just gonna go in and do that. And that's the finished product. So this is actually the next day. I thought I would include how I do my hair the next day. Because I noticed a lot of people don't really talk about how they do their hair the days after. My fro doesn't last very long. It lasts maybe a good 3.5 days. But of course it starts to look less curly and just more fro. So I'm gonna go in. I was trying to do my baby hairs first because most of the time I forget and do my hair first, and then I have a hard time trying to go back to do my baby hairs because my afro is covering the front of my face. So I went in and remembered to do my baby hairs first, at least make them look a little decent. As you can see, I put it back in those like puffs with the rubber bands to go to sleep because it keeps it stretched out, so that way like when I take a shower it doesn't shrink back from like the moisture and stuff like that. So I put it in those same ponytail things. So I went through and I took off the scrunchies. What I like to do is apply a little bit of moisturizer to the tips because I don't want my hair to look dry throughout the day. So I just take the smallest amount and I mix it with water, and I just go through and I form my hair while also kind of like fluffing it out a bit. But you don't want to fluff it out too much because that's how it gets frizzy. And it just starts to look like a fro with not as many curls. There's nothing wrong with a fro with no curls. It's just I like to have like curly ends. Like the inside of my hair can be a fro, but I at least want some curls at the end. You know what I mean? So I just go through and I just apply it to the ends of my hair. That way I keep it moisturized and to keep it a little curly at the end. It kind of helps, I guess, to activate the curls again. But, you know, eventually after a while, which is why it only lasts like 3 days, it won't be as curly as it was. It'll be more smaller curls instead of bigger curls, I guess I should say. The part that probably takes me the longest is sitting here picking out my hair. I'll sit here and pick out my hair for the longest because I don't know, like my hair, just the top, it won't stay bigger than the bottom half. I have looser curls at the top, which is probably why. That's where my 3C hair is. And then I have 4A hair around like the perimeter of my head. So like, and then more towards the back. So that's probably why it doesn't fluff up as much. But you know, I don't know. But this is the final result. My hair's gotten so much bigger from my last videos. I hope y'all love this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I hope y'all can incorporate something I've used into y'all's routine. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
If I wrote you a symphony, just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do if I told you you